what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm chilling.
I'm very well, thank you.
Well, yo, alright, so introduce yourself.
My name is Carmine. I also go by the name of Carefree Visuals. Carefree Martinez, Inktoast Intolerant, West Street Photography. I mean, dude, I go by many names. I'm a jack of all trades.
Where did the name Carefree Visuals come from?
Ah, man, it manifested from my scene name, which is Carefree. And so I just put visuals on the end of it because I wanted people knowing that I'm not just, how can I say it? I'm not just a photographer. I visualize the concepts in which I present to people. So it's not just me taking flicks on an autofocus or whatever, or on intelligent auto. I'm on manual focus and I'm making shit happen. So yeah, that's where my name came from.
Nice.
Carefree.
So, okay, since, like you said, you're on jack of all trades, so you deal with multiple outlets and mediums and creativity, but what do you love the most about being a creative?
The thing I love the most, I'm not gonna say babes because that just comes with the title. But anyway, meeting people, like that is the most fun thing I've ever done in my whole entire life is meet people because that's all I've done throughout my time living. Friends come and go, relations come and go, and like I thought about it and I was like, how can I make what I'm doing productive? Boom. I want to meet people, but I also want to be doing something so I won't be just an ordinary person talking to someone. I want to be extraordinary. So I picked up a camera and I started learning from there. But this interview is about tattooing, so yeah, Inktoast Intolerant.
No, it's about tattooing and definitely the photography as well. But we'll touch on both. But let's see, how has anime influenced your creativity?
Oh man, I watch a lot of anime that has like a lot of like different colors. Like I love color schemes, and so a lot of the animes that I've watched are like more fantasy, and I like anime that also has life lessons. So yeah, the tattoo that we're doing is from Gurren Lagann, and Gurren Lagann is a really good anime. It's one of my favorite animes, and what I got from that really made tickled my heartstrings was this quote: "Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me that believes in you."
What got you into tattooing?
All right, I know I'm gonna go off on a tangent real quick, but it's like a little side story. So I was at this hardcore show, and long story short, I kicked this girl off of the bleacher, and it happened to be a tattoo artist's girlfriend. He came up to me with a joint in his hand, passed it to me, and he was talking to me about it, and was like that she deserved it, that she was being a bitch that day. So I was like, cool. So he gave me his card. He went by the name of Enda Brooklyn. He goes by Greenleaf Tattoo Company now, over in Chicago. But that's how I got into tattooing. He was the person that came up to me that day after I kind of thought I embarrassed myself, or I thought I was gonna get beat up. Mm-hmm. It was just like, here's this joint, smoke and get fucked up. And I was just like, oh fuck, this is about to happen. But it didn't happen. And when I, after I met him and looked up his company and stuff like that, I won a tattoo contest, and I got my Mighty Morphin tattoo.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's ill. All right, so I know you said you started out with tattoos, and then you also do photography. So, what was the kind of like point where you decided, all right, I want to do photography?
Oh, when I moved back to North Carolina. When I moved back to North Carolina, it was frowned upon to do tattoos in your room. However, I'm very clean and sterile, so like I honestly didn't want a whole bunch of random people coming to my house, me promoting myself and having random people come to my house, because honestly I don't want to work in a tattoo shop, because it's just a hobby to me. It's not something that I'm gonna be doing like
career-wise.
Yeah, career-wise, it's not something I would do. I just think it's very fun, and I like to do that. So like give people stamps on their bodies, pretty much. But yeah, tattooing is great because not only do I do it on my friends, but I get to see them flaunting it, and I see it in their pictures and whatnot. Like I'll take pictures of my friends and have their tattoo like coming out on that, and it looks great. So I just like being able to put that on people and have it on there for life and putting my stamp on it. put in my stamp of approval pretty much.
Nice. What advice would you give to anybody wanting to get into the tattoo industry?
Just draw. Keep drawing.
Be real artists too. Both cameras. Be real artists. None of those just like
like
copy and paste image shits.
There's some people that get in it for the wrong reason, and then there's some people that are really sincere about it. One of my friends, Audrey, she was talking to me about being a tattoo apprentice, and I told her I did tattoos, and she was like, yeah. I was like, I mean, if you're really serious about it, here's some fake skin. Here's an extra machine. Practice on that. And she was like, oh, that's mad cool. So, I mean, I believe in people. I believe in anybody's ability to do something great as long as they put their mind to it. But if I see that they're not doing what I've been doing, like focusing on that craft, I realize you're not there for the right reason. So just be creative. Just don't think about the appearances of what other people think of your work. Just keep working at it, because you only evolve from there. You don't get bad, you get good. You get better.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, so back to your photography. I've seen the Wet Street sign and everything in a couple of your photo shoots. Very ill images, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
Also, what's the concept behind Wet Street?
All right, well, a lot of what I've seen on Instagram are like, big butts, tits all over the place type of photography. Me, I'm diving into fashion, high fashion, and lighthearted boudoir. So, like, I like doing all that. And my inspirations are what's making me do the things that I'm doing. Like, I wouldn't, shout out these people because they're like really well known, and I wouldn't want to give them any more clout. So yeah, like, I mean, Wet Street was just like that sign manifested from the time I was hanging out with one of my friends, Gabby. She had found a pack of cigarettes, like literally just laying around in a phone booth, and I was like, damn, you got lucky and I didn't get lucky, wink wink. And I was like, I'm gonna take that sign. We were by like World Trade Center, it was West Street. And so I was on the train drunk as shit. I took out the S, moved the T, and I held it like this while I was on the train, and I can hear people laughing and all this other stuff. The people from the morning commute, because it was like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So you see people coming on their commute, and it just says Wet Street on my sign, and I'm just like, boom, that's the story behind it. So ever since then, I was just like, how am I going to use this? How am I going to use that in my photography? And so eventually, I came up with the idea. I sat on it for like a good year, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it. And so that's what I did with my recent shoots, and it got a lot of attention.
Nice. Yeah, I see it. It's a good, branding wise, it's just a good thing altogether. The name of it, it's an actual sign, and it fits well with like, it's kind of like you created your own genre of photography with it. Mm-hmm. That's the way I see it fitting. But photography wise, what do you have coming in the future? Like any exhibitions? You're a part of any shows or anything else you want to do?
Well, not really. What I'm doing right now is trying to be more how can I say it? Like, reach out to my followers now. Before I was just an entity. I was just a gray face. Now that we have InstaSnap, what I've been doing is I've been putting my personality into these videos. So instead of just seeing the pictures of all the models that I take pictures of, you check out my InstaSnap and you see me for who I am, and then you figure out, hey, do I want to work with this person or do I not want to work with this person? It kind of just weeds out the weak, because anybody and everybody hits me up for a shoot. They don't even know me. So when they do that, it's just, I want to be able to gauge your personality. So with that InstaSnap on now on Instagram, I was able to gauge their personality and see who I want to shoot with. So it was more, it helped, for lack of a better term. It just helped.
Nice. What now we spoke about how what advice you would give to like people wanting to get into the tattoo industry? What advice would you give to someone trying to get into the photography industry?
Well, as far as tattoos, I'll get into photography first. As far as photography goes, I would like I said before, I'll just say it again. Be there for the right reason. Know what it is that you're trying to accomplish and seek it. Because if you're going in there guns blazing, people are gonna they're just gonna, how can I say it? What word am I looking for? they're gonna put you on the back burner. I would say, nah, I wouldn't be the word. I would say like they will cast you away because you're not there for the right reason. What they're doing is making a lot of money, and they're not trying to put someone on just because you want to see naked girls. You know what I mean? If that's what you're trying to do, sure, go right ahead. You want to see pictures of naked girls, but that's not going to happen. You have to have the eye. You have to be able to articulate to that model that this is your vision, and help them envision it so that they're trusting you. And so as of recently, a lot of my models, I asked them like, do you trust me in this concept? They go, that's not that. Don't even worry about it, because I trust you right off the rip, because you've been cool and you've been doing this for years. So for people that are trying to get into it, do your research first. Don't just try to go in there guns blazing, grab a camera and think that you're the shit. It doesn't happen. Me, I invest in new gear. The people that pay me for shoots, I use that money to invest in new gear. I don't make a profit off of this at all. I have a 9 to 5, and I do tattoos on the side, and then I do photography as well. I just like to extend myself to other people. So for tattooing, it can really make someone a mean person. It can make someone really mean, because you'll have people come up to you and ask you for this really, really intricate tattoo, and it's really, really small. And it's just like, do you not understand? I don't do this with my mind. I have to have the equipment to do that. Mm-hmm. So me, I like thick lines and I like bold colors. So when people come to me with like, I don't know, like henna tattoos or something like that, or like really like crazy abstract tattoos, I turn it down, because I tell them like, hey, this is not my style. I'm not gonna just invite people over and just tattoo them.